Hey everybody, I hope you're having a wonderful day. My name is Kaiva Rose and I'm here to offer you the astrology insight for the week of December 28th through January 2nd. And before I begin, I'd like to thank all my patrons for all their support. And if you'd like to become a patron and receive these videos ahead of the general public, you can go to patreon.com/Kaiva Rose. And so this week we are focusing on that self-worth that we have developed over this past year. And so let's finish out this year on a strong note by noticing all the things that we've overcome and reflecting on all the challenges that we've seen through to the end and all the goals that we have for the future. Allow yourself this week to really get in touch with that self-worth and light that candle inside of you so that you can begin the next year on a positive note. We may be challenged in some ways this week to really honor that self-worth. So make sure, just take a moment right now to just really reflect on what have you overcome? Who have you become? And who are you now to society that you were not able to show before? Starting this week's astrology report on Wednesday the 28th, we have Venus sextile Neptune. Today is a wonderful day for writing that New Year's resolution because we have this very fantastical, imaginative, creative ability today. It's a day where we can do some spiritual work, some inner work, but it is a day where we're gonna have to be aware that things are not absolutely concrete and not everything is visible to our eyes. And so that's why it's a wonderful day for creating plans that you know are going to change. And that's what New Year's resolutions are, right? It's really feeling that sense of like, yes, I can do this in the new year. There's a whole field of dreams and opportunities that I can now embark on. And so today, really allow yourself to feel that sense of self-worth and that ability to just tread new territory with the freedom to just plant all the dreams that you want. Do that today. Write that New Year's resolution. Feel good about yourself. Feel good about the future. But like I said, be aware that this is a day of fantasy. This is a day of illusion. This is a day of throwing yourself into that unity, into that illusion of maybe coming together with other people in just these harmonious, very fantastical sort of ways. So just be aware that whatever you do today, it's good for those spiritual realms where things are unseen, for those imaginative realms where things are unseen, but it's not necessarily the best for those concrete things that we want in our life. And so know that you can create a plan for yourself based on all the dreams and opportunities and optimism for the future, but also be aware that things are probably gonna change. So don't hang on too tightly to that plan. Don't hang on too tightly to anything that you are doing today. Just know that it's a wonderful day to feel good about yourself and about the future. On Thursday the 29th, we have the first quarter moon at 8 degrees Aries, Mercury stationing to go retrograde, and Mercury conjunct Venus. Take a moment to pause and reflect today and feel into where you act without direction and perhaps too rashly, because it's time to let go of that unfocused drive for self-satisfaction so that you can put your attention into areas that are more practical. Today, we want to revise that plan, that blueprint that we have for ourselves in the future. We want to revise that so that we can include more fun, more pleasure, more enjoyment, but we also want to have all of the things, the goals that we have that we want to achieve in this year. And so give yourself some time today to really maybe map out what are the things that you want to do that bring you joy, bring you happiness, allow you to experience pleasure. What are those things? And then what are the goals that you have and how can you mix them together so that your life is fun and enjoyable, but it is also practical and it is serving a greater purpose. On Saturday the 31st, we have Venus conjunct Pluto. Today can be a very empowering day if you allow yourself to harness this energy and hold that candle of self-worth so strongly inside of yourself. Today, what I really see it as is that Venus has come to the end of her journey. She sees the throne that she's achieved, that she deserves in this lifetime. But as she's approaching it, all of a sudden, the lights go out and down comes Pluto, right? But Venus has this light inside of her that she's achieved over this past year. She has this self-worth. And so she looks at Pluto and she says, I've been waiting for you, Pluto. I've been knowing that you're coming. And what Pluto does is Pluto serves to Venus all the things, all the hardships, all the memories that Venus has overcome. But Venus does not allow those things to disrupt her path towards her throne. She has a light inside of her that beams outside of her. And so that all the things that she has overcome, that she has reclaimed her self-worth through, all those things just bounce off her light and do not affect her. So that Venus leaves behind her that past that once held her back and steps onto this new path, sits in her throne. That's what I want for all of you today. I want you all to be aware that anything that you've been obsessed with, any desires, anything that has held you back, is going to perhaps be brought up today. But be like Venus. Keep your eye on your throne that you have deserved, because you have achieved that sense of self-worth. So allow that candle to beam so brilliantly and so strongly inside of you today that it beams outside of you, and that all the things that Pluto is bringing for you to really overcome and say, yes, I do not want this on my path anymore, Pluto. Thank you for showing me that. And now I can see how far I've come. I want this to be your journey. So allow yourself today to begin today with a strong sense of self-worth, lighting that candle inside of you. And as you move about the day, if anything comes up that is maybe from the past or things that would have held you back in the past, allow yourself to just keep your eye on your throne and keep going forward. You can do it. On Monday the 2nd, we have the Sun trine the North Node and Mercury retrograde sextile Neptune. Be realistic and practical about what is not working and perhaps even causing confusion around the bigger vision of your life. Allow yourself to focus your awareness and attention in a very specific direction that is leading you to further stabilize that area of your life that's been going through a lot of change and evolution, but has a very promising, fertile future for you to grow from. Allow yourself to focus and be realistic and practical. What needs to change so that you can stabilize into that area of your life? And at the same time, as you do this process, let go of all of that emotional intensity of the past. You're on a new path, and so allow yourself to grow from this place of stability and allow yourself to feel that sense of self-worth inside of you that knows that you deserve this stability as well. That's all for this week's astrology report. If you'd like a personal reading, you can contact me at 11kaivarose33.com. If you'd like to support my work and receive these videos ahead of the general public, you can go to patreon.com/kaivarose. If you'd like to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. And other than that, I wish you all a blessed day, and please do make sure to like, subscribe, and share these videos.